Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we are doing a reading all about the current energy in your connection. Actually, I think I'm on Sagittarius. I could be on Scorpio. One second. I have to know. Oh no, I already did Scorpio. Today's reading is gonna be all focused on what's the current energy of your connection. We're gonna get guidance, insights, and kind of what you need to know most, I guess. The readings have been very you-focused, so if we talk about you the whole time, know that's exactly what needs to be. I want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and comment and check out the rest of your chart. I also want to let you all know that I am offering private readings for this Saturday. If you're interested in booking with me, please do book, by the way. Anyways, let's see. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the current energy of Sagittarius' connection with their person? What's going on in the connection? What does Sagittarius need to know most about that? Let's see. That's a good one. Okay, with the Magician here. Sorry, I want to pull up the camera. The Magician, the Contemplation card. Some of you are thinking about manifesting communication with this person. It's interesting. You may have said something to this person that makes you feel like you shouldn't. So, like, maybe you told them, I blocked you. Or maybe you said, I hate you. Or maybe you said, never talk to me again. Or, I'll never talk to you again. Something like that. I feel a lot of you have said something to this person that makes it feel really difficult for you to, like, I don't know, bring yourself to contact them, or it makes you feel like you probably shouldn't be thinking this, right? You know, when you think, I want to talk to them, but I probably shouldn't be thinking that, or I told them I never talk to them again. It's just there's something here, right? We have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the Six of Swords reversed. Okay. And we have the Seven of Cups upright. Okay. So we have these two cards, the Knight of Wands with power. I just wanted to pull that really quick. And then we have for the overall is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of you, if you want to talk to them, or if you feel guided to, or if you feel like it's the right time, do it no matter what you said. Do it no matter what you think is holding you back. And I know that I feel like you truly have told this person, don't call me, or don't contact me, or I'm dating someone else. There's something like this, right? If you feel like maybe I should call them, do it. Sometimes it's not for you, right? Sometimes you're calling them because they need to hear from you. But I feel it's like you're looking at this and thinking, what am I gonna do about that, right? It's like I told them I blocked them, or I don't have their number anymore. Actually, it was mine, by the way. But my message to you is to trust. Have faith and follow your guidance, and follow what you know as well. It feels like your intuition. I feel you're thinking about them. There's just something here where it's like maybe I should contact them, right? Maybe I should reach out to them, or maybe I should send them a message, right? I feel, but it's like, well, I said this, or I blocked them, or they live across the country. There's something like that, right? Find a way, all right? With the Seven of Staves reversed here, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Cups in its upright. There's not many people I feel in life we find ourselves fighting for. I feel a lot of yous, the Seven of Wands here, I feel like you also won't experience much pushback from them. And sometimes they bring up the past, or they don't reply. I feel a lot of you are going to hear from this person, and a lot of you, it's going to be pleasant, it's going to be nice, and may even start something new. Again, I feel like you're thinking about making an offer to this person, you're thinking about reaching out to this person, but there's a block here, and you don't see a way forward because of that block. That block's not much of a block, right? No. With the Two of Swords, don't let, I feel, this block keep you from a beautiful opportunity. Sometimes, right, we need that door to close, right, fully before we can accept things and move on. So maybe reaching out to them will do that, right? But I feel a lot of you feel very much guided to call this person, to text this person, to open up the communication between you and this person. And you've because of that block, you're not doing it, and you're not following your guidance, and it's going to keep you a little bit stuck. So let's not be stuck with that Six of Swords reverse, right? I also feel as well that a lot of you can move towards harmony with this person and your connection if you were to reach out And maybe you'll do it alone with the Six of Swords, right? Maybe you'll do it with them, right? But with the Seven of Cups here, don't let your mind convince you that there's no hope, or convince you that maybe, let me have a clarifier, that you've sacrificed it and that you've ended things with this person, right? I feel like there's more hope in this connection than you realize. And if you open up, I feel, your mind a little bit, or open yourself up to the possibilities, you're going to see some shifts here, okay? Sacrifice for me as well. I know that you think about this person, or you definitely ruminate about this person, daydream about them, and if you were to reach out to them, you kind of have to sacrifice that part of yourself. And I know it's so crazy because you can't, I don't know how this makes sense. Like, if a person's really far away, all you do is daydream about them, right? But if they're in your life, you're not really doing that, right? And it feels like some part of you doesn't want to sacrifice this fantasy that you have, because because like it maybe it's most of their day. I know this is crazy, but it's like, if you had this person in your life, or if you were contacting them, there will be no illusions, right? There will be no confusion. There will be no mysteries, right? Because you have them, right? There's just this like feeling here, where it's like you don't want to give up that part of your life yet, right? I feel like you maybe daydream about having a future with this person. Maybe, sorry, the candle went out. Maybe you daydream about talking to them or connecting with them, and I feel like you love it, right? But it's like you're receiving guidance to call them, but you don't want to do that, and it's like, the reason why is because you don't want to give up that fantasy, right? And I feel like the fantasy takes up most of your day, or it takes up most of your hour, right? And you're with that sacrifice here, you have to let that go in order to have them back, and in order to have them back, you have to let that go, and it's like kind of leaving you, I feel, getting pushed and pulled into different directions, right? Don't let, fantasy is never real, right? Take the real one, even if it's heartbreak, even if that door shuts, even if this person doesn't reply, even if you find out they're dating someone, right? Take the heartbreak over that fantasy, and take it in. Alright. And I just really want to reiterate it. It's like, right now you have this fantasy connection, and if you were to reach out to them, you won't have one anymore. Good or bad, right? And this is what Spirit is asking for you, right? It wants for you to move forward with or without this person. And it wants you to make that call, all right? So let's take a look here. What other messages does Sagittarius need to know about their connection with their person, their current energy? What else does Sagittarius need to know? Let's connect with their person. Let's take a look here, Sagittarius. We have your, it's going to be Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's your first card. We have, Four of Swords, upright. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Four of Swords reversed. Power. A lot of you have worked on something, or have it's taken real work not to communicate with them. Like, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain that. It's like, do you know when you're obsessed and all you want to do is call them, all you want to do is talk to them, all you want to do is like be around them, you know what I mean? Like, we've all been there, but you've done so much work to hold yourself back, like maybe too much. And I'm not saying that, but kind of, right? And the reason for this with the Four of Swords here is you are, there's now a big block. I also feel like there's like a mental block with that Four of Swords. It makes you feel like reaching out to this person or calling them is wrong in some way because you work so hard to pull yourself away, or you worked hard not to think about them or not to contact them. And I know that, with that Eight of Pentacles here, you may not want to fall back into old pattern, or you think you're better off holding back right now. Don't hold back, right? Use the power you have to take control of the situation. I also want to say that if you're worried about falling back into the old addiction patterns, you're stronger than you know, and you're stronger than you used to be. You won't do that again, or if you did, it won't be as long. And I know that none of us want to get stuck and like thinking about someone, hung up on someone, or get heartbroken again, right? But sometimes, right, we have to risk it. And I feel like life is asking you right now, Sagittarius, to take a little bit of risk and move towards this person. Even even though you're worried about I feel like being chained by them, right? With the transformation here as well, there is some kind of like limiting belief that you have to purge. I have the limiting belief. What is the limiting belief that Sagittarius has that they have to purge? The Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Okay. That you should wait and hold back. I think it's that one. But it's also a feeling here where it's like some of you have a belief that they should make the first offer. Sometimes it comes up from like some of our teachings when it comes to like men dating women. Not always the case, right? But some of you have this to a certain extent. For me, it was like I put in way more effort or energy in than my person did. At least I thought I did, right? And it made me feel like they should. There's some kind of belief here where it's like there's a reason why you're waiting, right? And you think they should be the ones to reach out, or they should be the ones to make the first move, or they should be the one to make that offer. Maybe you told this person how you felt and you never got a return, right, on your investment. But there's just this feeling here where it's like you have to release that. If you're being guided to take the first steps, then do it, right? And I have news for you, Sagittarius. Our persons aren't as strong as we think they are. We are, right? And if you're being guided to take initiative in your connection, it's time for you to take that initiative. If you're being guided to like reach out, say something, I know it's a crazy thing to say, like even to say happy birthday, right? Do that, right? With the Ace of Cups here, you also some of you may have like. You may have a belief where you don't want to offer this person your cup until they invest into your connection, until they make a commitment to your connection, right? We don't have to do anything to get love in this life, right? We don't have to do anything to be worthy of love in this life. And some of you have a belief where they have to invest in you, or they have to take time to get to know you, or they have to be there for a long period before you offer that cup, before you give that love. You don't have to wait for those things, right? You don't have to have those belief systems, right? One of the things that like I'm learning right now is having an open heart for humanity and being open-hearted, and that is by giving love to all humanity, which is almost impossible, right? But that's something I'm learning, right? You don't have to wait to give this person love. You don't have to have them spend 7 months with you before you offer that cup, right? You can give it now, and you can give it right away as well. You don't have to wait for this person. You don't have to put up that boundary, right? Or that barrier there, okay? So purge some of these beliefs, right? I remember I had a belief where it's like I only will ever get to know one person or a few people in my life, or they have to pass this very, specific criteria before I open up, right? We don't have to have those beliefs, especially if you're trying to live a more open-hearted, open-minded, life, right? A lot of you, I feel like you're trying to take the next steps in your spiritual evolution. That is opening your heart up, right? And opening your heart up to all the people, right? And I know it's crazy as it sounds, even the people walking by you on the street, all right? Is there any other messages that you have, please, can I get the temptations clarified? What do you want to say about temptations, please? Sorry, it went right in. Temptations, we have the King of Swords here, interesting. The Ace of Swords. Oh. And I feel in the past, you may have been very straightforward and open with this person. There's a temptation within you that makes you feel like you should hold back. I hope that makes sense. It's like, let's say you were very open and very generous, and you got to know them. You didn't, you told them things you never told anyone, right? Now it's like you have this temptation, or maybe even this I want to pay them back, right? By being cold to them when you used to not be, right? You have to learn to overcome that that sense or that urge to be cold with this person. And I know that you have history with them, and I know it's harder to open up, right? But we didn't come here for easy, right? This hardness or overcoming that challenge, that hurdle, it's totally possible, right? You don't have to be cold with them. And one thing that I want to say is it's not that you're gonna get walked all over, right? I feel like you have good boundaries. I feel like you have really good ones, right? But there's just this idea where it's maybe I will I would wait for this person to offer that cup, or I would wait for this person to make the first move or initiative. And it's you don't have to do that, or you don't have to have that belief system or those ideas, or I want to say those restrictions in your connection. And it's not. Sorry, you can hear my cousin, my nephew, and my sister. But it's the message is it's all about not falling into those patterns, right? I have news for you. A lot of you, this person that you are interested in has their heart broken in the past, right? And they fell into that temptation, right, where they didn't open up when they wanted to or they should have, right? And I think you paid the price. You don't have to keep that pattern going. You can break it now, okay? The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles here with the Ten of Swords. Sorry about that, my nephew. And you had the King of Pentacles as well. I feel some of you, there's like... I feel for some of you, there's like other suitors as well. So maybe there's someone circling your person. Maybe there's someone circling you. Follow your guidance, right? Follow your intuition, and when the right time, when you feel like it's the right time to call, make that phone call. All right. With the Five of Pentacles here in the love, a lot of you, I feel like this person could be holding out for you, or vice versa. We don't wait for everyone, right? And we often don't have unfinished business with people, right? So be willing to close out this chapter, one way or the other, with your person. Whether it's like reaching out, apologizing, vice versa. All right. So I'm gonna leave it like that for you, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and comment and check out the rest of your chart, your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus, and your North Node. And thank you. Take care.